All right, thought it was a good work day. Good to be able to get back out. Coming off Sunday, I thought we had a good practice. Yesterday being the off day, able to start implementing a game plan and some of the different looks that we anticipate to see, but really continuing to focus on our growth, our development. I thought all in all it was a good day. There were some moments of up and down. Tried to challenge guys in different situations and give them some different and new looks, but ultimately that's what this game's going to be a part of. There's things that we're preparing right now that we won't see, and there's things that we're probably not preparing for that are going to show up. And ultimately it's about how we adapt and adjust. They're on the road in a unique and new situation, but I believe in how these guys will continue to respond. And I thought we got good work today. I thought we finished up well. Just some moments in the middle of practice where we have to be better. So I thought it was a good day, and looking forward to the rest of this week and the continued growth.
Jordan's confidence level. Obviously, you guys have talked about that the last couple of years, but just seeing him go out and perform on Saturday, carrying it into today, seems like it keeps growing.
Because it's all real, and there's probably not a whole lot of people or quarterbacks in the country that are going into the season saying, "Oh, I'm not confident." I mean, everybody says that. It's real with Jordan because you've seen the work, you've seen the investment, he's seen the benefits of the things that he's being asked to do, and how well he can do those. That doesn't mean there's not going to be mistakes, and that's what I love is even in the mistake, right? He builds confidence because he's taking the experience and applying a new lesson, and I just think he's in a great headspace, and that's something that will be contagious throughout a football team. When your best players, you'll have that mindset, and I'm really pleased for how he's coming to work with that.
You guys talked yesterday, all the coordinators talked about having to do research on the background of some of the different coordinators on that side for LSU. Is there a challenge of trying to look at too many things and kind of chasing ghosts, or how do you?
It's still about us, and that's where and I said it last week and say it again this week. I'll say it probably the next 10 weeks following. You want to be able to prepare your guys to the best of your ability for what they could expect to see. But sometimes the unexpected shows up, but it still goes back to the rules. It goes back to the concepts, the overall understanding, and the adjustments that happen within. So there'll be some plays that'll be called that are probably not the best play call, but there can still be the best option within that play. And that's offense, defense, special teams. And as long as our guys are tuned in to the adjustments of what they might see, then they'll be able to go and perform at a high level. But I like looking at everything. I mean, if I see it and I think it could give us an issue, I'm going to try to work it. So we try to invest that time.
How much better do you feel in year 3 of a program in terms of the guys being able to adjust?
No, I think it's huge, and I thought we did a really good job in the off-season program with our meetings. Just how we approach that. I thought even this summer, I mean, going out there and just running on air, but trying to paint the picture in their minds of what they could see, and utilizing those meetings for all the different looks. And I like where our guys are at, and they do have a better understanding. But there's still newcomers that have been here for a couple of weeks that are out there, having to be on that same page. So that's part of the process of continued growth.
How different?
Chose not to name a starting quarterback. I saw both the two potential options up on the scout team today. Does that change anything about the preparation?
No, sir.
What did it change anything?
I mean, we've prepared for all. So no.
How different are the two quarterback options they have, though?
I mean, everybody has their own unique skill set of what they can have, but I think both are capable of doing all of what they've shown to run in the past. And I mean, it is, they're all going to have their own unique wrinkles. I mean, there's going to be probably a new concept or a new scheme or something that has probably shown up, but that will show up in this game. They're going to play to the strength of the starting quarterback. So whoever that is, we've got to trust what we do and be able to react to it. And yes, we watch, whether it's high school huddle film or whether it's film from other schools or different times in these guys' careers. We try to watch it all to get any information that could benefit us, but we'll know that once that person runs on the field, well, here we go. This is what it's going to be.
You mentioned Jordan Travis's confidence growing. Looks like your receivers had a really good day of practice today as well. Talk about how they're looking out there.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the growth that we're seeing from the receiving core, and a lot of competition, a lot of guys that can play, but you're seeing that that same confidence level that's emerging through the work they're putting in. So we need them to show up big this week, and I thought they had a good day today.
Amari Gainer left Saturday's game, had to do it on the sideline.
Yeah.
He was shown on TV. I guess how's he
Yeah,
doing?
we got a little bit more information. He'll probably be unavailable for this week, but we'll see how it all progresses. But that was one that we wanted to see how it all came through yesterday, but probably going to be unavailable.
How have you seen Coach Yad help the running back room?
He's an incredible leader of men. A very, very smart football coach, detail oriented. You look at his background and what he's done. Coaching receivers, coaching backs. He's done it all, and he provides so much knowledge for them, and also inspires them, and that's it's not just what you see on the field. It's just the mindset of that group and everything of who they are and what they're about, and that's why I think you see that consistency of that performance that shows up, and I think he just does a phenomenal job.
You have a lot of guys on this team and the coaching staff who help Louisiana ties. Does that factor into sort of conversations or anything about how they approach this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be emotional for everybody. I mean, we was actually just talking to the team about that right now. When you play on this stage in this prime time, I mean, it's exciting. I mean, if you're not excited to play in this game and coach in this game, go do something else. It's really like, this is awesome. I'm fired up for it. But in that moment, can you still maintain the focus, the discipline, the details? And we've seen that work well for us, and we've seen that be devastating for us when we haven't been able to control that emotion. And so it's time to apply the lessons, and we will continue to talk about that maturity that's necessary. But I've got confidence in our guys are going to respond, and it's one of the reasons we coach the way that we coach, to help prepare them for some of those things that might arise.
Can you get a feel for how the offensive line played until you go watch the film? And I'm talking about specifically like today, like a practice day.
Yes,
and the communication that they
you
have.
can get a feel. You can get a feel for it. Physicality, effort, tempo. How guys are communicating. But when it comes to finer details, and somebody makes it just a glaring bust. That's going to show up. And if you're looking at all five as one, there might be something that you need to pick up on film. But there's definitely things that you'll be able to address throughout the course of a practice.
And how much does it help that you do have so much versatility, it seems, really with many of your guys on this offensive line? Just have that versatility.
Well, as we saw how it showed up on Saturday, I think we played with 14 O linemen, which was a great thing, and many of them played different positions. It's because being able to have those experiences, it just helps with communication. Being out there on the field, we try to do it in practice, but then there is an importance of the continuity of that communication, and that's why everybody has to speak the same language. Everybody's got to make sure that they're on the same page, whether it's in the meeting room. That's why the intensity in our meeting room is we try to make it out here, because every one of those reps of being able to talk, being able to trust what you see, being able to get it out, and have everybody on the same page. It's all those reps matter, and I think Alex does a great job with that. But it's you don't see a whole lot of just relaxed moments, because there's never going to be a relaxed moment on the field. If you prepare that way, and you'll be confident and calm in the moment.
That defensive line seems like it could be a handful. If you're not able to fully neutralize it or win it up there, do you still like at least your matchups on the back end of their defense to be able to win that kind of game?
It's a talented team. You look at their defense. They've got top draft picks. Multiple first rounders throughout the defense of what they're doing. And, you look at the D line, you look linebacker, you look obviously in the secondary. They got four new corners into the program. You know, we've watched, you know, all from their past places they've been. The 2 safeties are guys that have been there and kind of, you know, I'm sure will be you know, a stabilizing force for them. But it's a talented group there defensively. So you know, we got to go, you know, play our best game and you know, put our guys in position to do what they do.